Morning, class 8. As we discussed various points of ruling the countryside, quick revision for all these points. First, we read company received the Diwani in 1765. Later on, they introduced four kind of methods to collect the revenue. Generally, broadly, it is divided into three categories. First was Jamidari system, it had auctioning of the land and permanent settlement. Second was royal body system, and third was Marwadi system. So with the land revenue system, they want to collect the amount in a form of tax, but not all was well with the people because due to the extra burden of the taxation, people leave the place, left the place, and start doing odd jobs. So it was quite difficult for the Britishers to handle the situations. Now, our today's topic is crops for Europe. In India, the different part of our country, we grow the different crops. During the time of 18th century in Bengal, it was famous for jute production. Assam, it was famous for tea. United Provincial or Uttar Pradesh right now famous for sugar cane. Punjab, it was famous for cotton. Maharashtra and Punjab again both the cotton. Madras, it was famous for rice. But Britishers want these crops grown in the different areas of the country. But Britishers want two crops, coffee and indigo. The question is that why? Why? Coffee, as you know that Britishers purchase tea from China and they have to pay a huge amount for tea. So they want a commodity that they can exchange with China. For example, if they want to purchase the tea from the China, they have the commodity. Example, coffee was the commodity. So they use Indian land to grow the coffee and exchange the commodity with tea. Now in that process, they gain a huge profit because they were not giving a single penny. Commodity exchange was there. They provide the tea, they provide the coffee. Even the Chinese government banned coffee in the country. Then illegal trade. The illegal trade was flourished under the guidance of Britishers. So first thing, they want to grow the bean. For what purpose? Because they required a commodity to exchange with China. Second, indigo. Indian indigo was rich in color, and at the same time, the international supply collapsed. International supply collapsed. West India and America, 50% collection was there during 1783 to 1789. So, with the collection of supply from these two countries, the pressure generated in India to grow more and more indigo instead of any other crop. Now, farmers, they were growing different crops in the different part of the country. They all pressurized, and other parts also, because these two crops want required fertile soil and continuous care of the crop, while these crops they required less fertile soil and required less timing, but they required more timing and continuous monitoring of these two crops. So Britishers want this one. They introduced a system of advance in India. At the beginning, it liked by each and every farmer, but later on they find out it was the oppressive system. Quick revision: two crops for Europe, opium and indigo. Why? Because they want a commodity to exchange with China, so they grow the production of opium. And why indigo? Because Indian indigo was great demand, supply collapsed from West Indies and America during 1783 to 1789. And Indian indigo are rich in blue color, and you know that for dyeing of the clothes, indigo is used. So at that time, it required for each and every country, and British want to flourish the trade. So they forced Indian to grow indigo.